So my goal with this prototype was to make a golf game where you drag to hit the ball. I wanted the movement and gameplay to be as simplistic as possible so that anyone could play it. I'd never used Godot before this, so it was a fun way of learning a new program. I started off with this basic movement which uses the distance your mouse is from the ball to calculate a force, which is then applied to the ball. Because the ball isn't as bouncy as I'd like, I created a physical material which lets me change the bounciness to 1, which is the maximum. Because the graphics had to be simple, I wanted to improve the game feel in other places. So I added this screen shake to the ball when you hit it to really make it feel impactful. Fairly early, I encountered my first bug, which was, if the ball is moving too fast, it can actually clip through walls. This happens because the game runs in frames. The collision can only happen once every frame, and if the ball is moving too fast, the frame at which the ball collides with the wall doesn't actually exist. We can fix this by enabling continuous collision, which will fix our issues by comparing the ball's location in this current frame and the previous, and then checking for any hits. Next, I added support for multiple levels, so when you reach this end goal, it will send you to the next level. I also made the camera zoom in when you're about to hit the ball, and then zoom way out when the ball is moving. This helps with the game feel and just makes it easier to see the whole level. I added a sprite for the goal and some particles when you reach it. I also added some music, which actually works between levels. I had an issue where the music would stop and then start again on the next level, which was really annoying. I then added a super simple tutorial which literally just tells you how to use the one mechanic in the game. I then worked on adding water, which will destroy the ball and send it back to the start of the level. I can actually cheese the restarting level by just restarting the scene, instead of having to send the ball back and reset all the variables. I then had someone playtest my game just to see what I needed to change, and to my surprise, they could actually play the game pretty well. One thing I noticed was it was actually really difficult to know when you can hit the ball again, as you cannot hit it while it's moving. I added a custom cursor which will change to a little cross symbol to indicate that you can't push the ball anymore. It will return to normal once you have stopped moving, indicating, hey, you can hit the ball again. Finally, I just experimented with different water textures because I wasn't really happy with this first one, and I settled on this one. I also wrote a shader which will make the water pan across. It literally does this by changing the UVs to pan in the X direction. And this is what I ended up with. I really enjoyed working in Godot, and I'll definitely be using this program in the future. I've always put it off because learning a new program is awful, but hey, when you're forced to do something, it sometimes works out.